recovery, simply put, is how fast you can get back into the action after being put into an awkward spot. This can happen after you land from taking a shot, after you get bumped, or when you inevitably realize that you're in a different position than you should be. Having a good recovery is essential, otherwise you risk being too slow to a ball or leaving a teammate alone. And one of the keys to having a good recovery is mastering the half flip. The half flip is used whenever you are traveling the direction that you want to be going, but you're facing the wrong way. It's much faster than stopping to turn around, and you'll actually gain speed while doing it. In the middle of a game, there are so many things to be paying attention to. Where the ball is, the position of the other players on the field, what is likely to happen next, and so on. You can't afford to think about what your fingers are doing in the middle of a game. It needs to be muscle memory. What we're going to do is get the half flip to the point where you can perform it without thinking, and before you know it, you'll just start naturally applying it in-game. And if you guys enjoy this video or you ever want to talk to me, I do stream at twitch.tv/unsurpassablez. I stream very consistently and I'd love to see you guys over there. Now there's a reason this is the first mechanic we're covering. Although I would say half flipping isn't a necessity until you get closer to Diamond or Champ, it literally requires the mechanical skill of a bronze player to pull off. So many people put off learning the half flip that if you master it now, you'll already be way ahead of your competition. There's three main parts to this move: flip, cancel, and roll. Starting from a stationary position, you'll do a backflip by pressing jump, holding back on the left stick, then pressing jump again. Practice doing just this first, being careful not to do a diagonal backflip. If you backflip diagonally, you'll get all twisted around like this, and your half flip won't work. Next we need to cancel our flip. If you start a flip on Rocket League, but you immediately after hold the opposite direction of your flip, you will cancel the animation and stop your rotation. For example, if you do a front flip, but immediately after flipping hold back on the left stick, your car will only do part of a front flip like this. The faster you hold the opposite direction on the stick after your flip, the less of the flip the car will go through. So if you do it really fast, you'll only go through about a third of the flip like this, but if you do it really late, you'll go through about 3/4 of the flip like this. What we want to do is cancel the flip exactly halfway through so that your car is oriented like this. The final step is to roll, and if you watched my introductory video to this series, you'll have air roll left and air roll right bound to two different buttons on your controller. At this point you just have to roll over 180 degrees by either pressing air roll left or air roll right, whatever is more comfortable for you. After you've done this, you've oriented yourself the completely opposite direction and you've gained some speed. Now it's time to add some movement. I'd recommend hopping into free play and lining up on one end of the field. Drive forward in a straight line and do a forwards half turn. This is done the same way as mentioned previously, only this time we're going to cancel a front flip by holding back on the left stick after we flip. Now that you're driving backwards, do a half flip like you're used to. You'll have time to do one more half flip after this before you run out of space on the field. You can really just go back and forth, and you should eventually be able to do this seamlessly. Like I said earlier, it's important that you commit this move to muscle memory, because otherwise it'll be much harder to actually do in a game. The other time you'll find this extremely useful is when you're going for boost off kickoff from the corner. Backing up and turning just slightly towards your goal will put you in a spot to half turn and grab the boost. Once you're confident with your movement, you can do this while boosting, which will get you moving even faster. Planting this seed today will pay dividends later on in your Rocket League career. Don't be the diamond player that still doesn't know how to turn around. Learn this now and you'll increase your skill ceiling instantly. That's it for this video, guys. If you have any other questions or you want to hang out with me, like I said, I stream at twitch.tv/unsurpassablez. Feel free to pop by anytime. I would love to have you guys. That's all I got for you guys this time. I'll see you next week for the next installment of Bronze to Champ in 1 year. Peace.